Hi, this is Paul Cody, Geographic Information Systems Specialist at the Harvard Graduate School of Design. I'd like to show you a project that I worked on with several students this semester to extend the information lifecycle in urban design and planning studios. We followed the typical course of a studio, collecting information from various sources to develop a conceptual model of a site and how it works, and to use that organization of information to develop experiments that we could evaluate for particular site alternatives, refining those models until we come up with an interesting site scheme that we can communicate using text, graphics, and video. This is typically where a planning studio will leave off, but we've decided to take it a step further by organizing all of our resources in reusable models and compilations that we can use to instigate and participate in a broader societal understanding of alternative futures for the South Boston Seaport District. Each student developed their precedent models and conceptual diagrams and placed them in their project homepage here, in which you can see how they've conceived a district plan and sub-district plan for the Seaport area, choosing a specific sub-district to develop a conceptual model based on precedents taken from other sites, and to build their own three-dimensional model based on geographic information systems data taken from public sources. This model is used to develop deeper concepts about how the site works and how it could work differently, producing renderings and so on to inspire us, ultimately resulting in a video fly-through posted in YouTube. All of this informs the individual project and resulted in a compilation of data organized as a Google Earth model for each individual project. This Google Earth model, each Google Earth model from all of the students, brought together in a compilation that you can download here, save to your local hard drive, and open in Google Earth. This Google Earth file brings together each of the students' compilations of research and design, combining them with several resources taken from the Boston Redevelopment Authority's own plan for the district, and it brings them together in a way that we can explore them in their individual depth and also as they are together. We've taken several resources from GIS and turned them into a Google Earth base map that neatens up the view a little bit, making it a little simpler to look at. And we've combined that with a little flag for each of the student projects. If, for example, we're interested in exploring Tilly Hatcher's project, we can click on the red arrow next to her site, and that will pop up Tilly's web page from the Seaport Sandbox site, as we've seen, with all of her explanations. If we'd like to, we can go back out and explore Tilly's compilation of resources that led her to her own special vision for a sub-district in the Seaport. One of the things that Tilly found useful in developing was this 1888 map by Thomas G. Bradford that Tilly found in the David Rumsey map collection. You can see in her explanation here that what she found most interesting about the geology of the seaport is its historic shoreline with South Boston, as it was observed in 1838, And Tilly made her own observation of that boundary with this photograph taken in 2010, which shows that the edge condition that was originally the shoreline of South Boston remains an edge condition today of a different sort, separating the neighborhood from the newer filled land in East Boston, or I should say South Boston. From this, Tilly and her partner Nick Hornig developed an idea for linking the Seaport District back together with South Boston through this new circulation plan. The circulation plan gave rise to a new division of the district into sub-districts using an interesting conceptual diagram here showing the blending of industrial and residential and commercial uses. This concept was taken further by looking at how the links may physically manifest themselves, and Tilly found an example from the Future Systems website, an architecture firm in Ireland, that demonstrates how you might link together the new Seaport District with the old neighborhood of South Boston. So that was taken further as Tilly developed her model for the site. This model here, exported from SketchUp, allows you to explore some of the ideas in schematic form for this particular piece of the sub-district. And with that in mind, there is one project. We can put that together with Tyler Huppert's project just down the road, Pam Lee's project on the Reserve Channel, or we could explore all of this with a combination with Kyung Jae Yu's project. And this Google demonstration shows how projects can be useful in their individuality, and we can also put them together to see how they add up and multiply in useful ways. Of course, you can add your own project to this web page, to this Google Earth model, and if you're interested in doing this, you'll find all of the resources here on our core web page. So you can have the original ground plan image taken from GIS, context models in the 3D SketchUp model that's editable, available from the 3D warehouse, and this Google Earth base model that you can use to explore the distant views and contextual coherence of your own ideas. If you're interested in learning more about the techniques that we use for doing all of this, visit our webpage for GSD 2201 Site Representation and Research. Thanks. Have fun.